as long as everything goes right.
First here on the defense.
Do we got a little raid boss straight away?
Likely going to be bringing a sheriff to the party to start things off. Currently posted solo up over at B, but right now Sentinels very much drifting more over towards that A side of the map.
You can already see
where I'm at, back in the UK.
Well, side of Karen.
Neon Bucky is still busted. That is true. But a lot of
well.
other stuff is
up against an opponent like Bang, for example, who has
normal now.
quite the experience as a controller player as well, coming in from 100 Thieves now onto Sentinels. There's so much that Sentinels is looking to do, but for now, heading on towards the A site.
So we got GenG on defense, we got Sentinels on attack.
Pop of the turret here in mid, slow.
4-1A split. We get a Killjoy that does an early alarm bot to A? That's so nice. Nick, thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate the 5 gifted, dude. Thank you, thank you.
Tuck back, Munchkin taking a little bit of damage there through the box. Is able to avoid getting stunned up on the relay bolt, so he's able to pull back here. Towards backside, swing on the corner, Foxy 9 able to find first blood, but swiftly gets traded out. It's narrate. Go ahead.
Soup. If Soup isn't working, chat, try the Korean link. That's like that's the consistent one at the moment.
Smokes out of the equation here. Wells, etc. all now taken away from the side of SEN. 3 players alive versus 4, but they have the spike planted.
Towards the game of numbers, slowly pushing through Secret.
Great
Bro,
shot.
that's a nut shot. I'm behind. Not gonna change it, dude. People are syncing up.
Pushing forward, able to find the shot before the dash back. Second, trying to get some damage in, but he's gonna run out of bullets. Even with 15 in the mag, it's just not going to be enough. And now John QD has to try to pull.
It was nice from GenG though.
It
kind of fell back really early on.
First round.
And like you mentioned, yes, the Sheriff was there.
Ninja FPS, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Alright, playing Sentinels, yeah, where have you been?
Once again, you have that little bit of Killjoy utility for extra information up towards A. If Foxy 9 needs to, he'll just fall back, and even if he dies, it's that full-on retake game for GenG and the Pistols. 4-on-3, tough take for Sentinels. They tried to fight back, but once you had that many players pushing up flowers together as a squad,
Map 2 is
as well, you know,
Abyss.
tag it through the smoke with that many targets on the other side. So GenG starting things off hot.
Minor pop off for the players, but still plenty of work to be done. Flash up over the top. Get any kind of
people are saying I'm behind, but if people are syncing up, chat, I'll just make sure it's good, like next game.
Excelsis going to be grabbing the orbs here, trying to get towards null command as quickly as he
Who's
can.
winning? I could maybe have the score showing, but I think it's too much.
Armorless will get cut in half by that judge very swiftly, but drone doesn't.
It's the patch before Neon. What do they buy for all this, dude? Buying a judge on this is kind of scary. Where's the Korean link? Should be in the should be in the pin.
Maybe not quite registering exactly what gun was on the opposite side fast enough. Either way, just get taken down. Killjoy now out of the equation. There's the ping reveal, the sprint. Second able to escape.
Down, dude. GenG are looking nice in this map already. If we're just looking at straight up rotations.
And this is going to be a 2-man wrecking crew here to shut down the approach onto A. So clean, flawless 2-0 start for GenG.
It starts off with the judge again, like you mentioned. At the same time, you have that little bit of a prowler, but Sentinels unfortunately unwillingly walk straight into it, even though they try to.
Why can nobody?
All the way across.
Why can nobody stream it? It's on SOOP only. It's their own tournaments. It's like Twitch running a tournament and then saying that YouTube can't stream.
But GenG keeping all their guns into the third and bonus round.
Need to be in front to pause my stream. How do you sync if I'm behind? Chat, should I be refreshing? Or do people know how to sync it?
Wise to the timings. 0 point getting a bit of a reveal here. I think at least 2 players pinged out here on the side of Sentinels. Meanwhile, Texture pushing forward, taking some space. Over here at B, swing coming through, and he's able to win out the fight. And right now, going to be
the websites are cooked. Yeah, it's struggling a bit. I know for sure, dude.
Finds one, smoke comes up. Taron.
Sentinels picked this map, but GenG look kinda drilled.
Bang takes a little bit as well, but does have that regen shield in play.
That's where we get to see it, you know, showing us what it's made of. But at the same time,
highlights be uploaded to YouTube. I got full VODs on YouTube.
And they have to be aware of this.
Will I always be behind?
Suspicious, but they need to cover their rears here.
I can maybe refresh it.
This is widely just going to be these players trying to stay tucked and hold on to these weapons if possible, but the likelihood of that.
Unless they kind of challenge Texture just to check, they're pretty much pinned down for the remainder 30 seconds of the round.
Don't refresh. Okay.
I'll
do it after the game's chat.
So of course,
Dude, Sentinels have to save already. They literally killed no one. One armory by. They might get savaged on this half.
Another bang and John QT. We're still very far away from getting these ultimates online, so they very much can push the issue here. As Recon coming through, oh, the flash. Bang able to turn his sights
Damn,
back.
how low is Bang Sense?
Shutting them down, but inevitably they will fall. No flawless, but it's still going to be a bonus conversion. A 3-0 start for GenG, and all weapons taken out of the hands of Sentinels.
Still Flash, though. He managed to get a couple of kills, even taking down the dart towards the back end, but down to it, GenG again. We're able to take that proactive map control up B main alongside Texture because he's the Jet, because he has that tailwind to get away if he needs to. And at the same time, Foxy9 holding down Art. GenG is able to exert map control and to stay on top of things.
Did no one get short fight ramps? Nah, you just can't do it.
Advantage.
Okay, Outlaw's gonna farm everyone as well. Everyone can get one shot. Dude, Sentinels need to try to get some kills, otherwise they're getting like 3 into this half.
Why the hell not? Economy's in great position.
Crafty Sama, thank you so much. Thank you.
Any kind of full armor on the opposite side.
Dude, that's a nice little higher lower. You're on the same ground, but it's a higher lower because they're higher. Wait, this is nice. Dude, they have so many good changes at the moment. Some good little setups we've seen for their bonus. Aggro over towards B, shut down B early. Goes quiet off the A main. They want to see if they've rotated.
They going out in second, just jumping across. Tagged so very low, down to 26 HP.
Stingray, thank you for the prime, and Karen as well with the tier 1. Thank you, thank you.
3 getting caught. Any type of crunch that they were trying to go for is now getting slowed up. That's a great headshot
that's
from
a
Durant.
nice shot, dude.
Trying to open things up and even recover a weapon. Yeah, they will be able to push up into that connected position to go ahead and grab it. Spam across, but now you can see things starting to pivot here for the side of Sentinels. They get that kill, they get a gun, and now they're going to look to try to get themselves into the B site.
And with Foxy9 gone, the utility's not going to quite work out as well, but here comes Texture!
Finds that second shot.
Wait, they actually have a pretty good chance. Everyone's out of position.
Trades it out. Some damage across. It's going to be another weapon recoverable, but now Zekin going to be taken down.
They got a safe plan.
Get the spike down. The rest of them, GenG just trying to hold their position, maybe get a couple of spams through the smokes. Sentinels managed to get the spike.
It's going to be a big recon.
Shots from Yomet so very close. Bang Outlaw in hand. Can't try to play back, but you go, no command going to be coming through. Was built up off that plant of the spike. Bang going to be taken out. John QT still in halls.
Did they have to kind of fight John a little bit here?
Some out of impact, and Charon's low on the opposite side. Manages to stay alive. Down to 13. Swing in from behind. Munchkin not sure which way to look, and now it looks like...
Yeah, GenG messed up a little bit here. Focus too heavy on sight instead of like actually going back calls. Gave them the crossfire.
Runs away, and Sentinels will get themselves around win.
What a great round.
Draw what's happening on Epic Pen? Dude, I actually am. It's for the VODs. For the VOD frogs.
Crunch that GenG did not expect. They had those 3 players stacked up towards A, but they were pushed all the way to up front, and that leaves themselves exposed towards the A link area instead, where, you know, you see that little sheriff shot go through. A gun was dropped as well.
Not the 50, and they needed this though, money-wise. Dude, that guy got double dinked, by the way. Foxy turned the corner, got dinked for a wall, and dinked again. Bonkashi with the tier 1, thank you for the 31 months, Holy.
Be able to play off of the positions, trying to keep Sentinels off the plant, but as soon as the spike goes down,
you're watching just me without the game, bro. Get the game on.
3-1. They might get a chance to punch back against GenG.
Okay, money's actually kind of low now. 3 people that can get reset for GenG. Say reset, eco. Sliggy radio. And dude, we can do a radio if you want. I can start mentioning the scores more. 3-1 to GenG.
So they've decided to go towards B side a little bit more aggressively in this round. Foxy9 is here as well, though.
Alarmbot try to create on the entry to the site, can pop the nanos from there. Looks like Little jump peek around the back. He is one away from having that lockdown available as well.
Astra ult goes in. We got a molly to stop the plant for them to delay. It's weird to do the deep Astra ult. The deep Astra ult never works. It never ever works. I think if you're gonna do deep Astra ult, you're probably gonna have control first. Use your smoke so that you can one-way this and then use the Astra ult. Using it early, they're just gonna run in front of it. I don't know. The one that people do like midway through sight is just so strong. Like GenG obviously did sick to descend it through, but
so it's gonna have to be back to a bit of an eco buy for the next round for them.
A bit more of a kickback here for the side of SEN. GenG just trying to stop him from really starting to rack up any kind of economy. Stop him from getting. Is
Foxy9 better than Meteor or not? I mean, no, but he's performing probably the best we've seen him perform, but it is an off-season.
This time though, pushing through our 3 players about to make
like he's looked alright, to be fair. He's looked better than people thought he was going to look.
Up on the floor, but Munchkin managed to get the crunch, catching John QT unawares.
The GenG are so in control of A, it's not even like GenG have got the whole, if we hold A main or we have info A main, we know they can't come A. But mid is, oh my god, it's a nice shot.
Snappy with it, shuts him down.
Mid is an issue.
He has to stay alive in this position though. Long enough for his team to rotate over.
Foxy now.
Mate, Narrate is wrecking them, by the way. He's the one that got the first kill to get him the 50.
3-piece form so far. Munchkin now last one standing in a 1v3. It's looking like Sentinels should.
Narrate's looking great.
Stabilize their economy.
Yeah, I would literally say he's won in both the rounds. Look at that as well, just some big confidence as well. That gets all out.
It's always so strange in some of these rounds, Achilleos. Just when GenG thinks they've gotten it, Texture comes in with the upgrade as well. He holds on to a different position, but that's when Sentinels is able to.
Is the Slug blanket patchable? No, my dad got it for me last Christmas. I think last Christmas or birthday. I can't remember which. I want to say it was last Christmas.
Scratching their heads for that one.
But we're doing merch next year. That is the plan. But I don't think the blanket will be there. Well,
won't really be able to continue affording it though after this round.
Maybe.
Should they lose it? Right now, GenG, plethora of ultimates, nearly all 5 online is once again second. Gonna get the better of that. You're just not ready for these closer angles to be coming through. Now, it's gonna be the Nightfall crashing across.
Do they even? If I'm GenG here, the problem is GenG went all in, so they kind of probably should use their ults. It's a rough position to be in.
Snappy, however, finds Zelsis, and they line up, and Karen is able to collect 3.
Bro.
Bang, however, firing back. Narrate getting into the mix, finds another. Foxy arrives. Takes out Narrate. Bang, swinging around that side.
Nicely done. Holy hell.
Gets the catch.
Dude, Sentinels are fully back in that. The eco helped them so much.
Yeah, out to the other side, just being able to collapse onto the site. I mean, Sentinels continue to push
Given the rounds that GenG lost over rotating, no, not really. Like this was different to the others. The others just like door control.
Hold it for the rest of the team to come through. I mean, Foxy9 down to the one-on-one, just wasn't quite sure where the last player was, and at the start of it all, is Texture with that up again. I gotta say to Achilleos, it's only been a couple of rounds, but it kind of looks a little bit limp.
Yeah, it hasn't really.
Yeah, now they got 5 ults and there's nothing to do it. At least they got Jet Knives to buy heavy armor with it.
Judge forced up here for Karon. Knives out for Texture. Looking to do the most quintessential GenG thing in 2024, which is.
I'm a bit behind. Yeah, I'm gonna refresh once we get to the next game, just for people that are synced already. Beast, thank you so much for the tier 1, man. Thank you, dude. Appreciate that. Castro Dazzy as well with the tier 1, thank you also. The SOOP site not working. For the people who can't get the SOOP site working, try the Korean stream. The second link should work.
Continue to hold. Meanwhile, the other side, Sentinels, they have the map control. They're going to try to do
this is a good sign as well, by the way. Like Sentinels using the outlaw nice and early. The only problem is Texture can tank a shot.
gather that it might be the B site, but they're completely wrong.
Knive's gonna whiff. Narrate's still alive. Zekin just trying to bait here, keep them interested in this B side, but he will get taken down. Texture able to go ahead and get a reset, get that kill. But now,
yeah, it's a nice gamble. They're gonna be so tempted to use Astra ult into this. Oh god, we're going Sova ult. This was kind of smart. Do you think they planted side because they knew Sova ult was in, or at least they were gonna take map control? Probably the map control. Oh man. I don't know if that was Zels's flash or if Munchkin mistimed his flash. It looked like Munchkin mistimed his flash.
Just would be a bridge too far. 3 players now left alive. Time starting to dwindle. Foxy will be the next to fall. A nice shot from Yeoman. Some more damage perhaps here to the side of SEN's economy, but this round victory is not quite going to be theirs. But Munchkin, he's making him pay for it. He's making it a little
that's
bit
some
more
good
costly.
damage.
It seems like he will take a Vandal as a consolation
Yeah, he gets
prize.
out of there as well.
As he and Narrate will survive the round, but we are tied up at 4-4.
Yeah, pick that rifle off of his corpse, why don't you? And at the same time, I mean, Sentinels doing such good things, staying on top of how GenG might play. Like you mentioned, yes, it's...
Wait, aren't they using regen armor? Oh, honestly, I only think you're going to see people use regen armor like once people have demos and they kind of like manipulate people in terms of like we never used it before and we used heavy loads, or early on in the game to try and snowball. Most people just use normal. Certain agents and certain strats might have one as well. Like maybe Viper ult could be okay. Stuff like that.
Slow in the initial start of the round. So far, just holding out. GenG will try to push up.
My opinion on Solstice being washed. What the? Right, it's off season.
Maybe a bit of a B-link play.
At least off season in like 6 months.
Deeper and deeper line over at A main, but if this defense here from Yeoman, Munchkin gets them crumbling, that's still widely going to be the A side opened up.
You know the savages on. Absolute savages.
Hard commit to either side quite just yet. Any information whatsoever out of GenG, but they are staying stagnant.
They love a higher lower setup on this map at the moment.
Forward here.
Again, GenG have been dominating A main. Like they should win this just purely because of texture.
And then you get the site.
Like Bang needs to go. Bang needs to go so late. Like once they've literally got to site and cleared pit, then he has to go. Yeah, he's going a bit too early. Yeah, they can't win this now. Like if you look at the crossfire on A, how on earth he ever meant to win this through this choke point? Are they going to win this? There's no way they should win this. I will say, chat, as much as I was saying that they shouldn't be winning this, like GenG also messed up. You see that? You see them like going into aggro positions to give them picks. Like this guy on site, not the guy back of site, the guy like near a pit really messed up. Chat, this was criminal from GenG. That is criminal from GenG. Absolutely criminal.
And that's going to be Sentinels now gaining the lead. 4 rounds.
Gosh, dude, I don't even know how though. Like you pause that when it's a 4v5, and I don't even know how you would lose that. Like, why are they playing here? Why are they not playing the crossfire? Like the deep crossfire, let them get over towards site. They have to push somewhere.
Just to keep him at a closer angle towards the A main area instead. And that just kind of
Neon?
throws things off.
Yeah, I mean it was a little bit Neon, but still, you should be playing more passive than they were.
How will they play back into the game? Let's go, boys! Gun's not looking too good for him.
No, it's not. It's very disjointed here from the side of GenG. Phantom Sheriff, Stinger down the list. Been a huge swing of momentum here. The jump peak, it's not wide enough to actually spot them. Looks like Yeoman, getting a sense of it. Decides to back away. Foxy gonna get stunned up by the relay bolt, but from the far side of the wall.
I mean, this is just what they do with the Astro.
Go punished quite just yet. Now coming through.
Killjoy for Killjoy, but honestly, the Killjoy and defense is better because of the Astro.
Sending lockdown now coming through. GenG trying to push off of it. They got their own Cosmic Divide as well.
Well, this is kind of nice. Wait, this is kind of nice from Narrate.
Out of holes, and they're able to do so. Foxy finding the kill to grab.
Oh, they missed the Astra Suck.
He gets it there. He backs away.
Oh, they missed their timing on the half though, right? Oh my god, it's so close. Holy, that was kind of nice from GenG. If the Astra Suck is in place there, it's a different round.
Munchkin, the only one who
messed up the Astra Suck so it could get halved.
Their economy will not get built up.
It's kind of impressive from GenG to be able to win this. I actually like the Sentinel's idea here was pretty good, right? Wait like 6 seconds and then do the Killjoy ult. Like the Killjoy ult was awesome timing. They just messed up the Astra Suck, that was it.
GenG off the plays.
And the problem was he couldn't hear it because of the sound, right? I'm pretty sure. I didn't know if this guy Elbow was still alive.
Crazy the round is when we just don't even have the replays ready for it. A little bit of a reveal out. Good counter spam measures here as Texture's going to be whittled away at down to 40 HP.
Oh boy. Well, yeah, this is the Astra stuff that we're talking about. Like the Astra Suck is so strong here.
That might be able to get the side as
I was looking for the pencil on the stream. Yeah, I'm doing it for the VOD, but I'm trying to be like more descriptive than I normally am. It's a good nade.
Quite a bit of damage. Incelsus has to reposition. He'll be knocked down to 16.
Do you have to sign in to watch? No, you can just watch normal. What's up, Flo? How we doing?
They actually try to start engineering a retake of this A site.
They're so aware of Narrate's position behind them. They keep checking it, but it's taking time away from the retake.
Score update 5-5. 5-5, but honestly, Sentinels have won this round, so 5-6. Sentinels had a really good comeback, to be honest. I still think GenG have had like a really good defense, though. Like as long as they kind of work out their rotates a little bit once they lose door control, I don't know. I think they're gonna be good on this map.
Considering how things have started, this is
kind of move the mic closer. Is it just cutting out? I think it's just because I'm leaning to the side.
Oh, Munchkin.
Jesus.
Seemingly asleep at the wheel. 16 health on Zelsis, and he's the one who gets the headshot and gets the kill.
Round was over, so he kind of thought, but then you can see how this hurts their economy. They're gonna have to go in with.
The mic's cutting out. Let me turn down the. It's my fault.
Foxy trying to assess exactly what he wants to go for. It looks like it's gonna be a Bucky here at the end.
Closer to the A site, I suppose.
Okay, this should be better.
What he has been playing.
Hopefully.
From Sentinels right now before the barriers go down. Everybody, aside from John, positioned here at B.
Yeah.
Alright, there should be a little better chat.
Right now.
Let me know if you can't hear me at any point.
That's kind of how they can take the fight against GenG. They go into a little bit faster.
This is nice. You kind of want to do a mid push, like I mean, you want to do a mid push every so often, but
could possibly stop them is Munchkin.
It's just never good to push mid like consistently. Although there's been a few teams that do it, but yeah, this is the first time they push mid. We got one behind. Everyone's focused on site. Texture can win this on his own. Akno, thank you so much, man. Appreciate the tier 1.
That's why you see a decent amount of attention paid here. There ain't going to be the first line of the defense. The swing out, Texture able to win the fight, but he's a lot of damage. Foxy jumping forward in the hole.
This is nice. So this is one of those maps where you can use a Bucky in certain places because you can retake backhalls with the Bucky.
He and Charon left fighting back. John up over the top. Charon trying to close the gap here, trying to find the kill, but Yeoman's now dead. The spike is not held to half. The round is over, and it's looking like it's going to be
nicely done from Sentinels. Considering the start is a solid half.
Snappy last headshot there. Go ahead and close things out.
Switching sides. It definitely just is impressive.
Yeah, I think it's too much, Redo.
I mean,
great recovery and insane recovery. Because I was looking at A early and I was thinking, man, they ain't getting any rounds on A.
He doesn't overly aggress into the site either, as GenG tries to retake. Right?
Read out the scoreline more often for sure.
With Foxy9, a sudden surprise jumping Bucky, but he just throws his utility. John QT just to buy enough time away from Charon, even getting the final kill at the end. So 7-5 at the end of the first half. Achilles, this is not too bad. Sentinels, they might not have had the hottest start, but they came back in full swing.
Refresh. Oh, sure. I'll do it at I'll do it for the next game, chat.
I'd say even considering how we had begun 4-1 for GenG at the start of this map.
GenG isn't even playing that bad. No, they just messed up a couple of rounds. That was it.
For the defending champions of the SVL.
Let's see if they will be the first team to move forward in their group stage bracket. But as well as that, we've got to now consider GenG's attacking side. You still have that Jet in play. Texture is not one to shy away from that.
I should put a screenshot of the pin on my cam. It's honestly not the worst idea.
A little bit flaccid.
Yeah, that hasn't been as crisp, hasn't been as clean as we're used to seeing here from Texture. So it's been a bit of a rocky start across the board. I mean, even with the the blades out, was able to get that kill, get that reset onto Zekin, but prior to that, it was a hell of a lot of whiffs.
Yeah. At the same time, also just Sentinels being one step ahead of them all game. Especially once they
Okay, nothing too crazy on the pistols. I still think GenG, I don't know, I kind of have a lot of faith still in GenG. I don't know if that's mad, just considering the scoreline.
Noted here by the 0 point. So push up and it's a headshot right to the corner. It's now going to be down to 7 HP.
Immediately forces him back.
Other players still here nearby. Texture finally able to find that headshot. Was struggling for, but does get rewarded.
Do I prefer Fade or Sova on this map? I personally prefer Sova, but I think it's really debatable. Like, I'll be honest, I'm pretty confident Sova is way better. But I get why people like the Fade.
Turn the tides. Get this pistol round win under their belts.
Look at Texture on the map though.
All around the back, but if he loses out on the rest of his team, it might not matter too much, but now seems like it should just about be done.
That's nice. Okay, double pistol. Dude, it got a little bit low, to be honest. There are a couple of jaws that could have made this a little bit closer.
What a shocking turn of events with the shock dart. GenG able to push all the way up front. I mean, kind of maybe a pre-fired shot, or just because of that 0 point from earlier before, Munchkin getting the tag onto the player out towards A main. They recognize that there could be a player up towards that spot. Instantly getting John QT down, forced him all the way back, and that is the go signal for the rest of GenG to just dash all the way in. Texture finding that headshot as well. Being
Surprised we don't see the new Phoenix.
The rest of the site. So with the guns now,
yeah, we
will
might.
GenG hold on to them, just as we saw how they started off in the first half.
Warning pings immediately come down over at
TMV is using the map? Nah, man. It's okay. I think it's too bait.
So they're worried, but also probably quietly hoping that they do end up coming onto this side of the map, so they could try to brute force them down with the man-power advantage. Firepower is a completely different story. Here in hand, first shot rings out, bang. We'll go ahead and just slowly drift away.
Repositions towards Hall. The rest of his team still holding those off angles. One up towards Heaven, the rest up towards Defender Spawn.
Yeah, they handle their anti-eco. Like, this is how I think you should be doing anti-ecos, though. Like, early A control, but you take it late, and then always take over towards B, so they have to jump spot, and then have the gun that can one-shot the people jump spotting. Like, this anti-eco from GenG is, like, in my opinion, how you just should always play the anti-ecos. Deny info along B, make sure they jump spot. Damn, bro. Look at that damage. He's got some nice aim on him.
Still fairly catastrophic for the
yeah, dude, it ended up being brutal. They lost 2 guns, 1 armor. Oh, it's regen armor, I'm pretty sure.
That's kind of what GenG needs, especially if they're able to get more
spikes. Yeah, we're only seeing regen armors after winning pistol. Which means that teams can eventually anti it with like the outlaw stuff.
The end of the round. Very impressive stuff. They started the round with a setup of their own. GenG was like, nah, I got my own setup. You walk into Texture, Yeoman's here to kind of frag out as well. But at the same time,
how'd you manage to delay? Honestly, I'm not sure, dude.
And like I mentioned, that Hunter's
I'm not sure how you delay it, but I'll catch up after this map.
Decent. Let's see, still 2 sheriffs brought forward here into the bonus. Able to convert in that first half. Can they do it once again? Get themselves back into the driver's seat, into the lead.
Default stars right across from Sentinels. GenG just trying to
yeah, and everyone wants to. Dude, it's so funny. Like, first buy round, it feels like everyone just goes aggro B. Everyone wants to try shut down B. Like, no one really knows how to hold this site. It's so hard.
Ready to go for a peek out from Hall. Dialed in on the angle.
Deny info, we get orb on Sova, we got Sova ult.
Down to 79.
Kind of an expensive take with all the utility spent. Gotta at least find second.
Looking for a target. Texture going to be taken down.
Damn, I like this from Nuri.
Able to skirt around the edges of that one.
Wow, they heavy shut this down.
Is slowly creeping his way up into the A site, and he's calling for the team to rotate. Says, guys,
Okay, honestly, Foxy should just sit in this corner. Ooh. Okay, we got the discipline here and everything. No overstep, just knows that holding this is the best. Can calm that they can get round towards back lane. Over with the gifted, thank you so much, bro, appreciate that.
All they gotta do is to stick together and push.
So we'll just be looking for the 5v4 retake of the site. Foxy, though.
Chill, chill, you got mollies.
Yeah,
go play after now. Double molly.
To have. The only one getting noticed by that 0 point though. So shifts around towards Secret, shot ringing out, Yeoman giving his position away as well.
It's a shame. Dude, they had so much util to play like heavy offsite if they wanted.
Yeoman's gonna be put down on the ground. Foxy desperately trying to get that Nano Swarm placed, but he just cannot make it happen fast enough, and now it is all on Karuna's lonesome. Sheriff in hand, the body block is there, the grab well going to be
body block successful as well. Hey, that's nice.
But this defuse is coming through, and there's nothing more
I really think GenG could have won this.
Second will put him down, and that's going to be Sentinels now back in the lead.
Tried to maybe fight back with the Bulldog at the very end of the round, but otherwise a great round from Sentinels.
What do I think of the Neon now?
I've
been the Rector, to be honest with you.
Map with Foxy 9 on the huge lurk. Unfortunately, I think losing players.
I think maybe.
Weapons, especially towards
honestly, I don't think it was too harsh, but I think.
And at the same time, I mean, just really
smart and Neon could have just been left as Neon, like original double stun Neon. But I'm glad it was over the top, to be honest.
In towards GenG. So the next round comes now. It's full buys for both sides. We'll see if GenG is able to punch back.
Null command one away here from Munchkin.
Default holds all across the side.
For everyone new asking where to check, look at the pinned chat.
The stars being placed up against him as well.
Neon worse than the pre-buff stuff.
Trio, texture alongside
Yeah, probably worse off now. Yeah, I think you might be right.
Possibly collapse in towards the A side, but Yeoman peeking out into B gets punished.
I'm curious if that was a swing from him or if Zeki just hit a hell of a headshot on a jump peek.
I think he got done jump peeking. I'm pretty sure.
Towards A down. Remember, GenG in a very rough position now.
Can I post the VOD of the match? Yeah, because the match is done. You just can't stream it live. So I can post the VOD like once it's done.
Hyman went out, but backside dugout neither have been scouted here from the side of GenG. Nano getting cleared out. Will alert them for at least one player.
I like the idea here though. Like when they're planting, you Astra suck, and then you know where, because they're planting, right? They have no movement speed, so they go to the middle of the suck, so you know exactly where to spam. That's a cool idea.
Anytime he swings a corner, it's just a flash right in his face. Continues to just get timing. Will stay alive this time.
Like honestly, if you had proper pro scores with that, that would be nice. Like I'd be tempted to just do it against the wall here anyway.
No one peeked that corner, but there's a slide forward. Second able to find the headshot. Karen puts him down, but the fuse now is being held, and once again it's into the meat grinder.
Damn, it's looking nice from Sentinels.
Continue to fight back.
Yeah, I like this idea from GenG, a little micro play of that Astra suck, but it can be done way smarter. Like if you actually just did a default to secure that it's default and you know where to spam because of it, it'd be so fun. The A retakes, they're good at the moment.
And then continuing off of that, just as soon as though they get the spike down, Sentinels fully recognize that they have.
GenG went double pistols? Yeah, they went double pistols. They're getting a little bit wrecked now. Like once the buy rounds start coming in, they're getting wrecked. I would be maybe just heavy. Problem is, I think they probably need to opt, to be honest, and pick over towards B, but they don't have the money for it.
Still plenty more potentially be played out here, but Sentinels right now, the momentum
stage, yeah, it looks nice, dude. It's a nice off-season event.
I gotta say, you know, at the start when they were down, you know, before they'd really brought it to parity, before we even had a first tied-up scoreline.
This is Sen's map pick. Yeah, I was worried at the beginning, but
I was concerned. But he has
what I think about the patch with pings, I think it's good, to be honest.
Those first 5 rounds got behind him.
Anything to make the skill level higher in this game is good.
Now he is one away from having
just pinging in general is just a broken mechanic.
works from the
Have I seen the Americas bracket? Yeah, briefly.
Get to see a little bit more of that
Maybe
on the
I'll do a
second
video on
half
pick'ems at
on
one point.
GenG's attacking side. So far, they've been able to get some spikes planted, but not so good.
Dude, they went for 5 sheriffs and then right at the end, Stinger judge.
See how they're going to be able to adjust against Sentinels with their retakes. Gun's not favoring them in this round though, so a judge in the hands of Munchkin. Not quite sure how they're going to be able to use that, pushing up B side.
It's going to be rough, but here comes 0 point. Here comes the reveal. 4 players caught.
They can't go aggro though, but honestly, they're gonna think the ones over towards A main, no doubt.
Attempt it, but no real reason for Zeka to reposition. He fires out the shot. He says, "Yeah, continue to try to push into me if you'd like." Goes for a quick
you're a
peek,
lunatic, man.
able to find the shot in that time, so getting away with their lives.
Wait, that's lunacy as well. We're popping KO all on this round.
Reinforced. John QT is here. Middle at hand. Zelsis shut down Texture. His access to Hall's denied. Heron's able to find one, but he and Yeoman will both fall, and now it is Munchkin stuck here.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this one.
They know where he's at. And not a single soul is going to be moving in the hall.
Judge, yeah, dude. He's just going to be waiting the whole time. Like Foxy9 needs to do everything. Well.
Looks like Zekin maybe tries to go for it. They're on the reveal. Here comes the push.
Dude, they wrecked to a V-tilt.
They conquer.
And they're about to get a lot of ults as well.
Womp womp. Sad trombone noises for that judge. He made the call. I wonder if it's kind of a mental conditioning play that they just kind of sent it down B to force Sentinels to think about another possible B hit in the next couple rounds. But other than that, just a full null command send and push in towards Halls, trying to hopefully get the spike down, get some positioning to play post plant along with the sheriffs and judges that they have, but it didn't quite work out. Second again with the Outlaw and the rest of Sentinels fully reading that play, just were able to react in kind. So
okay, this is like full buy run now. They probably shouldn't have used the KO ult, to be honest, but they got Astra ult now. Everyone normally goes over towards B. There are a couple over towards A that you can do, but
pushing up,
getting aggressive with it.
Yeah, I like this though.
Spot out here. Looks like they don't really want to chase too heavily. They know that there's likely going to be somebody covering here for him. Relay bolt going to be sent
Bro,
down.
you gotta use that wall. Maybe not. It's a nice flash though. Flashes right side for him to swing. Gets one at least.
Fight here versus the enemy Neon. As Cosmic Divide's going to be coming through. Fragment going to be set to try to slow things up. Munchkin, however, pushes forward, gets himself into
do they just like go for a random Astra suck?
It's going to be a corner plant just on the side of the box here.
Okay.
Prowler chases in around the back. Lockdown now invested. Narrate pulling the trigger on the.
I wonder how many stars Bang had here. I would have been tempted to go for a random Astra suck once they plant the spike. I know you can't hear it, but
so long they're trying to play the post plant, spray through the smokes, but Sentinels could just body block, and they're with the lockdown.
This is too strong. This is a done round, isn't it?
For now, it's just going to be a spray battle here.
Oh, it's a good knife. Wait.
Out a flash, swing onto the corner, trying to get some.
Wait, dude, that knife was legit. And they were so far away that they couldn't hear the spike. That was sick, though.
Unrelenting.
Chat. there's been 2 rounds that I think GenG should have lost. This one was actually like Sentinels doing really good, though.
Sentinels right now, they're just clicking on heads, making them pop and explode.
That KO knife is everything, man. Zelsis deserves full praise for the round.
Look at them even getting tagged through with the wall bangs, and as soon as they peek out,
yeah, they just have to swing.
Sentinels
that was sick.
Playing this map
to
perfection. Although again, they did not have the greatest start. They're always able to.
Dude, someone compliment the knife on that round, surely.
Up on top. Again, holding on to those ultimates. Second now pulls out the operator.
He didn't go for anything crazy as well. He like knifed close on the floor here, so you had to. These guys couldn't see it, and these guys had to commit. Like the decision making there is awesome. Because most people would knife this, like the box at the top, and you would just see the box from A side.
Excellently done here.
Dude, that was sick, man. Yeah, dude, I said here and I was drawing, and I was like, well, no one can see the minimap.
Trying to get themselves around, win, elongate this map. Actually try to engineer a comeback. Flash over the top, there's the ping reveal, and bang, yep, nothing more to be done there.
Yeah, as soon as that reveal comes in.
Right in the smoke. Look at the spray across, but Texture's able to find another, but he'll get shut down. Celsius comes
Celsius is playing sick.
On the floor.
These are 2 big rounds from him.
Fox, you can take it down, but now Celsius taking a bit of a nap here.
Nice shot.
Recharge.
Okay, are we believing They pick up some guns. They just full scented A. Not really. They got a spam kill to win them around.
To just push up the pace. I mean, they pushed all the way through in towards A. It was a very clear retake setup from Sentinels. They were banking on the fact that they had their ultimates, they had the guns to be able to fight back against them, but what they did not account for is the fact that GenG has the potential to just go in that aggressive with that much pacing, just to push even further in towards Secret. Celsius was able to kind of fight back for the time being, but then Yeoman and Karen were activated towards the back of the site. That was what was missing from them for the longest time, just being able to stay on top of the situation now. Next round, and it's going to be the Blaze Pop from Texture, swapping sides over onto B.
Yeah, don't want to get tagged by this. So, okay, Sentinels play. This is the most passive defense you could possibly play. So are we just playing full retake everywhere?
Defend from there is going to be the question. As looking to go up and over the top, Texture immediately going to be shut down. Bangle to find that kill, but once again the ping reveal comes in, and Charon will be able to collect.
Honestly, I like the idea from GenG. It's just like Sentinels just had the best possible setup for them to do this pathing.
Trying to go for the peaks here, but now
damn. Whoa, my god, that is mental. How's he hit that shot? Their afterplants are messed up as well, though. Like, they're not prioritizing the right people in the right places. It's hard because they had to have a safe plant. Yeah, dude, Sentinels are just way better on this map. Way better.
Just getting the read for that push coming through from Zek.
Their retakes, they got really nice retakes, yeah.
But down to it.
But just the util is good, right?
Just throwing bodies, throwing numbers into the site from GenG was a little bit of a gamble, and one that unfortunately did not pay off. Sentinels were able to stay on top. And
what patch is this? The patch where I can't remember what the actual patch number is. Is it 910? The one where Phoenix got buffed. Light armors. 910, yeah.
Still, but I don't know how long this will last, Achilles.
Yeah, I don't think this is lasting long at all. 4 chances. They have enough ults to make it. Like, they have enough ults to get it to overtime, really. But is PAL still an NA map? Yeah, I think so. I would imagine PAL gets dominated by NA next year. EMEA, like you'll see in the regional matchups. Unless something huge happens, I reckon EMEA get wrecked most of the time on this map. Then Pacific will be like some teams will be good, some teams not so good.
So if anything, this early phase of the round is just time being spent. And it's going to cost GenG quite a bit of utility just to re-clear a lot of these positions as well. And at the same time, it gives away a bit of positioning. Now they hear that owl drone on the other side of A main. But
this is all a bit of a ruse here from the side of GenG, wanting to try to draw attention towards A, it would seem. But now Sentinels start sensing that something is off. They work their way back.
Paper X map.
Still going to be a 3-player stack here at B.
Right? Just a drone. No
they lost to Wolves, right, on this, was it?
It should be a B hit, and everyone has already somewhat rotated over.
I mean, they create pressure over towards A, insta group towards B. We've got so many people here.
There at Halls. Up and over the top, Narrate, able to tuck back behind the wall, keeps himself obfuscated here for the moment, looks for the peek out, some damage is going to be exchanged.
Dude, you guys could definitely Astra suck this.
Texture eats even more damage. Fragment lands at his feet. Sun's coming across.
Is that even a... It looks pretty good for the plant. No way. Dude, Zekan's so sick to watch, to be honest. Because he's like such a selfless duelist, but he always just puts up crazy numbers. Wait, what is that? Time is way too low though, right? Molly.
Shock dart into the nano swarm to try to buy some more time, but the cosmic divide. It's slowing him up, it's coming him up here. And that's gonna be bang now on Bird.
He kinda...
It will be Chunk Cutie able to find it, but
yeah, this was nice.
Not enough time, they could not get the spike.
Dude, I was worried when he put the recon in super early. I was like, you gotta be saving that one. Okay, but they use so much into it that Sentinels are probably still fine.
At least a little bit longer.
3 rounds more just to
3 ultis, yeah, they use them all just to actually win a round.
But other than that, I mean, like you mentioned, heavy investment.
And they still like,
or at least 2
they still only just one.
To get the spike, to get the post plants, and everything in the kitchen sink. I mean, the nano swarms, the shock darts, just to keep Sentinels off of the spike. They were still able to get the kills at the end, winning out and only just in time. GenG coming back in with not the best buys. How do they fight back? A bit more aiming control at the start, similar to what they've done in previous rounds.
I mean, yeah. This time, instead of doing the fake pressure, they're actually going to take the pressure, like take the map control.
Successfully avoided for the time being. A second is posted up towards B.
Everyone's doing this little higher lower at the moment.
Continues to push up, so this might be a full collapse into the A site.
It's a great knife again.
As well.
Mate, Zelsa's util is insane. It's so good, chat. It's been so good this whole map.
2 players now remaining versus the 4 on the side of Sentinels as he looked to go ahead and bring this first map to a conclusion. Spike can be recovered. It's now Caron and Foxy9 to see if this goes onward. Gets one step closer to an overtime, but it looks like the answer is going to be absolutely not. Shot in the back of the
Okay,
head.
chat.
Foxy9 takes
Sentinels,
down Caron now.
13-9, and they lost double pistol. Like, that was impressive, fair play.
This is seeming like a bridge
I tell you, this would be... dude, it's a shame replay stuff doesn't exist, because this... I mean, 47 HP? Surely not. This VOD of Zelsis would be so good to watch. His KO eater's been sick.
They don't really have to give chase either. 3 players up against
And he's gonna get a plant. You reckon he wins it? Nah, chat. Chat. 47 HP. It would have to be one of the most ridiculous rounds.
1 star to his name.
Sets it up. 3 players approaching together, and then handles
27.
getting the catch. He loses 20 more HP. Making it that much more miraculous if he could actually pull it off. And also making it that much more unlikely. Grab well to try and delay. They're just trying to bait him out. They're trying to figure out exactly where he's at.
Yeah, okay, they handled it well with the smoke on the spike.
Will come through 13 to 9.
Sentinels wrecked him.
Their map pick of Pearl.
Sentinels actually wrecked him.
Masterfully done.